Imagine walking through a hotel lobby where champagne glasses still sit on tables, half-finished drinks from a party that ended 50 years ago. Picture strolling down medieval streets where laundry still hangs on lines, as if residents just stepped out. These aren't movie scenes. They're real places across Europe where entire communities vanished, leaving behind some of the most haunting abandoned locations on Earth. Today, I'm taking you through Europe's 5 most spine-chilling abandoned places, locations where time stopped, dreams died, and civilizations were erased. From a glamorous resort sealed behind barbed wire to a UFO-shaped monument hiding dark secrets, these places will challenge everything you think you know about how quickly paradise can become nightmare. If you're fascinated by forgotten places and dark mysteries, hit that like button, subscribe for incredible true stories, and ring the notification bell. Let's begin our countdown of Europe's most haunting abandoned places. Number 5, Spreepark, Germany, the fairground of broken dreams. Our journey starts in Berlin, where something surreal awaits in dense forest. Welcome to Spreepark, an abandoned amusement park designed for the apocalypse. Built during communist era as Kulturpark Plantewald, this was East Germany's only amusement park, bringing joy to families behind the Iron Curtain. After reunification, it became Spreepark, a grand vision of capitalist entertainment promising to rival Disney. But here's the dark turn. The park's owner, Norbert Witt, had bigger plans than running rides. Facing bankruptcy in 2002, Witt attempted one of history's most bizarre smuggling operations, hiding cocaine inside amusement park rides shipping to Peru. When authorities discovered his scheme, Spreepark closed forever. Today, walking through Spreepark is like entering post-apocalyptic nightmare. The iconic Ferris wheel still turns slowly in wind, creaking ominously without passengers. Roller coaster tracks are twisted and broken, overrun by vegetation turning the entire park into jungle. Wild deer now wander between rusting bumper cars and collapsed carnival games. Nature is reclaiming everything. Trees grow through broken rides, vines wrap around carousel horses, moss covers once bright attractions. It's as if the forest is slowly digesting this monument to failed dreams and criminal schemes. Spreepark represents Berlin's chaotic history, where grand visions collapse overnight, leaving ruins more fascinating than the original dream. Number 4, Château de Noisy, Miranda Castle, Belgium, the fairy tale turned nightmare. Deep in Belgian forest stands something from Brothers Grimm fairy tale, if they wrote horror stories. Miranda Castle is a Gothic masterpiece that's become Europe's most photographed abandoned building. Built in 1866 by the wealthy Liedekerke Beaufort family, this wasn't just a home, it was a statement. With soaring towers, elaborate stonework, and hundreds of rooms, Miranda Castle showcased 19th century European aristocracy's peak. The story took humanitarian turn during World War II when the family housed orphan children. For decades, children's laughter echoed through grand halls and elaborate staircases. But maintaining such massive structure proved impossible, and by the 1980s, the last residents had moved out. What happened next reads like Gothic novel. As the castle sat empty, locals reported strange phenomena: unexplained lights in windows, voices echoing from empty rooms, figures moving through towers at night. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something undeniably unsettling about Miranda Castle after dark. Vandals and urban explorers have left their mark. Grand ballrooms are covered in graffiti, elegant staircases littered with debris, nature creeping through broken windows. Yet even in decay, the castle maintains haunting beauty, drawing photographers and adventure seekers worldwide. Most chilling is how completely it's abandoned. Personal belongings scatter floors, children's toys, family photographs, furniture telling stories of interrupted lives. Walking through corridors, you can almost hear echoes of families who once called this home. Today, it faces uncertain future, standing as monument to European nobility's rise and fall, where fairy tale dreams became nightmare of neglect. Number 3, Buzludzha Monument, Bulgaria, the UFO monument with dark secrets. High atop remote Bulgarian mountain sits Europe's most bizarre structure, a building so strange many mistake it for crashed UFO. This is Buzludzha Monument, and its story is darker than its alien appearance suggests. Built in 1981 by Bulgaria's communist government, Buzludzha was designed as ultimate symbol of socialist power. The UFO-shaped structure, perched 4,441 feet above sea level, cost equivalent of $35 million today, astronomical sum for a country where citizens struggled with basic necessities. The monument wasn't just for show, it served as pilgrimage site for Communist Party members and venue for massive political rallies. Inside its concrete shell, elaborate mosaics depicted socialist triumph, while massive red star crowned the structure, visible for miles across Bulgarian countryside. Here's what makes Buzludzha truly sinister: it was built using forced labor. Political prisoners, dissidents, and anyone deemed undesirable were shipped to this remote mountain to construct monument to their own oppression. When communism collapsed in 1989, Buzludzha was immediately abandoned. Decades of systematic vandalism and neglect followed, turning this symbol of socialist pride into crumbling ruin. Elaborate interior mosaics have been smashed, graffiti covers every surface, holes in roof allow snow and rain to pour in. Today, reaching Buzludzha requires treacherous drive up unmarked mountain roads. Once inside, visitors find genuinely otherworldly space, curved walls, damaged artwork, and eerie acoustics create atmosphere unlike anywhere else on earth. The Bulgarian government struggles with Buzludzha's fate. Some want it demolished as reminder of dark past, others see it as important historical monument. Meanwhile, it slowly crumbles away, becoming more haunting with each passing year. What makes Buzludzha particularly unsettling is how it embodies failure of utopian dreams, supposed to represent humanity's glorious future, instead standing as reminder how quickly grand ideologies collapse. Number 2, Craco, Italy, the medieval ghost town that nature conquered. Perched on Italian hilltop like medieval fantasy, Craco is perhaps Europe's most cinematically perfect abandoned town. But don't let picturesque appearance fool you. This ancient settlement's ghost town story is humanity's battle against nature, and nature's ultimate victory. Craco's story begins in 6th century, founded as fortress town designed to withstand bandit attacks and invading armies. For over 1,400 years, this hilltop community thrived despite incredible challenges. It survived plague, bandit raids, feuding aristocrats, and countless wars sweeping across medieval Italy. Narrow streets and stone buildings housed families with roots stretching back generations. Children played in ancient courtyards, merchants sold wares in central square, life continued much as it had for centuries. At its peak, Craco housed over 2,000 residents who learned to live in harmony with challenging landscape. But in 20th century, Craco faced enemy it couldn't defeat, the very ground beneath it. The hilltop location that protected it for over millennium began working against it. Landslides started small, claiming house here, street there. But they grew progressively worse, making life increasingly dangerous. Final blow came in 1960s when massive landslides made town uninhabitable. Entire neighborhoods slid down mountainside, taking centuries of history. Government ordered complete evacuation, and by 1980, Craco was officially abandoned. What makes Craco unique is how well preserved it remains. Unlike vandalized sites, Craco sits untouched, as if residents simply walked away yesterday. Stone houses contain furniture, personal belongings, family photographs. The church holds ancient religious artifacts. Hollywood discovered Craco's haunting beauty, using it for films like The Passion of the Christ and Quantum of Solace. Its medieval architecture and genuinely spooky atmosphere make it perfect for authentic ancient settings. Today, guided tours allow visitors to walk narrow streets wearing hard hats, reminder that even as tourist attraction, the town remains dangerous. The same geological instability that drove out residents continues threatening anyone venturing too close. Craco represents something profound about human-nature relationship. For 1,400 years, people carved out life in harsh landscape, but eventually the mountain reclaimed what was always its own. Number 1, Varosha, Cyprus, the glamorous resort sealed in time. At our list stop is perhaps Europe's most heartbreaking abandoned place, Varosha, Cyprus. This isn't just abandoned town. It's sealed time capsule from 1974, where entire city was frozen at exact moment residents fled for their lives. To understand Varosha's tragedy, picture what it was before everything went wrong. In 1960s and early 1970s, Varosha was Mediterranean jewel, glamorous beach resort attracting celebrities, politicians, and wealthy tourists across Europe. Elizabeth Taylor sunbathed on golden beaches, famous musicians performed in nightclubs, luxury hotels competed offering most extravagant amenities. The city symbolized prosperity and international cooperation. Greek and Turkish Cypriots worked side by side in hotels and restaurants, while tourists from worldwide mingled in cafes and casinos. Varosha represented everything modern Mediterranean could offer: sun, sea, sophistication, and promise of endless summer. But on July 20, 1974, everything changed in hours. Turkish forces invaded Cyprus, and Varosha found itself on conflict front lines. As military vehicles rolled through streets and gunfire echoed off hotel facades, over 39,000 residents and tourists fled the city, expecting to return in few days when things calmed down. They never came back. Within 48 hours, Varosha was completely empty, and has remained that way for nearly 50 years. What makes Varosha unique is how suddenly and completely it was abandoned. Unlike gradually declining ghost towns, Varosha was evacuated so quickly people left everything behind. Hotel rooms contain guests' luggage, restaurants have tables set for meals never served, shops are stocked with 1970s merchandise never sold. Turkish military immediately sealed entire city with barbed wire and checkpoints, making it one of world's most heavily guarded ghost towns. For decades, no one was allowed except military personnel and UN peacekeepers. Photographers with telephoto lenses could only capture glimpses of empty streets from distant buildings. What they saw was fascinating and deeply disturbing. Nature has begun reclaiming the city. Vegetation grows through sidewalk cracks, trees sprout from hotel balconies, wild animals made homes in abandoned buildings. Yet basic structure remains intact, creating eerie snapshot of early 1970s Mediterranean luxury slowly consumed by time and neglect. Cars parked on Varosha's streets are particularly haunting 1960s and 1970s models sitting in same spots for half-century, once bright paint faded, tires long rotted away. Some still contain personal belongings, beach towels, sunglasses, vacation souvenirs telling stories of interrupted holidays. Conclusion. These 5 abandoned places represent different chapters of European history, each telling unique stories about dreams interrupted, civilizations abandoned, and time's relentless passage. From Spreepark's criminal collapse to Miranda Castle's aristocratic decay, from Buzludzha's ideological failure to Craco's geological defeat, and finally Varosha's political tragedy, these places remind us nothing human beings build is truly permanent. But there's beauty in their abandonment too. These places have become accidental monuments to resilience, creativity, and human spirit. They attract artists, photographers, historians, and adventurers finding meaning in ruins. They've become more famous and mysterious in abandonment than ever in their prime. Each location offers different lessons about human achievement's fragility. What makes these places truly haunting isn't just emptiness, it's stories they tell about people who once filled them with life. Every abandoned room once held someone's hopes, every empty street once echoed with conversation, every broken window once framed someone's view of future. These abandoned places force us to confront uncomfortable questions. What will remain of our cities and dreams? What stories will our ruins tell future explorers? Perhaps that's why we are drawn to abandoned places. They're mirrors showing our own impermanence, reminders we are all temporary residents in a world that will outlast us all. Thanks for joining this journey through Europe's most haunting abandoned places. If you enjoyed exploring these forgotten worlds, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories. Let me know in comments, which abandoned place would you be brave enough to explore?